Jai, so the most awaited elections of the USA are over, and you know why the US elections are imperative. The US elections are pivotal moment in American democracy, and their significance extends far beyond the country's border. It unravels significant strategic impacts on three global conflict zones, which affects the entire globe: Ukraine, Middle East, and Taiwan. And there would be potentially shift in the US military and diplomatic approaches. When we talk about Ukraine, US under Biden has given extensive support to Ukraine. It ensured NATO support against Russia. However, a Republican win under Trump will reduce military assistance and push for negotiations, urging Europe to assume more defense budgeting responsibilities. Putin Trump may emerge as a pulling a rabbit up the sleeves. Second, Middle East. Now, Israel's conflict in Gaza, the Middle East or West Asia, they have exposed domestic divisions even in the US, particularly among the Democratic voters. Now, a Republican victory should reinforce unwavering support for Israel. This could redefine US Middle East relations and influence regional alliances and energy markets. When we talk about Taiwan and Indo-Pacific, US under Biden has fortified ties with Taiwan as a deterrent to China. However, Trump has indicated a possible shift which might lead to negotiations with Beijing or recalibrate US military commitments. And this shift could prompt Japan, South Korea, and other East Asian allies to reconsider their security strategies amid rising tensions with China. NATO plus Quad occurs, they all will be active. Then we cannot ignore South Asia. Now, India is a pivot to Indo-Pacific where the US needs us. This, however, is subject to what kind of power play emerges of next US administration with China. Either president would want India, but to keep it in check as transactional strategic interplay. Example, the dubious role of Five Eyes and US in particular, the Bangladesh regime change, and even holding back G engines will be a significant aspect. Now, these elections and the elected political leader will shape global geostrategic fault lines, with both allies and adversaries closely monitoring whether the US will sustain or calibrate its role as a global security anchor. With Trump victory, winning electoral voters, his campaigns and strategy and messages, they resonate with the American people, paving the way for another term in the White House. Trump also defied polls and expectations to claim victory, sending shockwaves through the political establishment and setting the stage for his next 4 years. Now, the elections will mark a significant turning point in American politics with far reaching implications for domestic and foreign policy, which is going to influence across the globe. The 2024 US presidential elections will be remembered as one of the most divisive and consequential in modern history, with many strategic shifts influencing many regions. We'll just wait what happens next now. Jai Hind.